Welcome to the course Introduction to R Programming. In this lecture, we are going to discuss about bivariate and three-dimensional parts, which are part of statistical functions. In earlier lectures, we covered some of the other graphical related functions and finding the absolute and relative frequencies, and various examples are demonstrated. So in this specifically, we will see bivariate plots. In this, one of the major plot related to this one is scatter plot. In scatter plot, we have smooth scatter plot, matrix scatter plot, then three-dimensional scatter plot. So we'll discuss all these types of scatter plots with example demonstrations. First, let us see what is bivariate plot. Which provides first-hand visual information about the nature and degree of relationship between tau variables. Relationship can be either linear or non-linear. We will discuss several types of plots through examples. That is bivariate plots. So coming to scatter plot. By using the command plot, we will demonstrate scatter plot. Let us take two data vectors x and y. The syntax for the plot command in our software is plot within parentheses x comma y, where x comma y are the two data vectors. Then other parameters, plot x comma y type. So what is type here? What are the various parameters related to type that we will see here? The following table shows various commands for type and their purpose. So whenever you can mention type equal to p, which provides for points. Then whenever you can mention type as L, which shows the lines. Whenever you can mention as B, for both points as well as lines. That means the graph will be shown with the combinations, whatever the type we are using. If you can use P, points, it shows points on the graph. Whenever you can use L, it shows lines in the graph. Whenever you can use B, for both points and lines will be shown. Whenever you can use C, for the lines part alone of B. So along with both lines part. Then whenever you can use O, for both overhead, it shows the overhead lines. Whenever you can use S, it shows as stair steps. The graph will be in the form of stair steps. Then whenever you can use H, which shows histogram like high density vertical lines. So we can use one at a time in place of type in the plot command. Then the respective outputs are displayed. We'll demonstrate one by one with all these types. Now, if you want more details about the type, you can use help command. Help within parentheses, within double quote, type. Then all the parameters what we discussed in the table will be shown with examples. Then there are other options also. So here we have, along with the type, after type comma, you can use main, sub a, xlab a, ylab a, aspd. So main means an overall title for the plot. If you want to provide heading, title heading, you can use main. If you want to provide subtitle for the plot, you can use sub a. Then if you want to provide title for the x-axis, use xlab a. Then if you want to provide title for the y-axis, ylab a. Then the aspect ratio y by x denoted by ASP, aspect, the ratio, aspect z. So whichever feature you want, you can include in the plot command after type. This also we will demonstrate. Now let us take one real-time example. Daily water demand in a city depends upon weather temperature. We know from experience that water consumption increases as weather temperature increases. Now, data on 27 days is collected as follows. Daily water demand in million liters. So 27 days daily water demand in million liters. So 27 observations are taken here. So that can be stored in the vector named as water equal to CF. So combining all the 27 days water demand data. So create this vector, then you can call this vector, the 27 observations will be displayed. Now another vector we have to create, that is temperature. So temperature in centigrade, store in the vector TEMP, temperature equal to CF. So day wise, the 27 days water demand, as per the 27 days, the corresponding temperature values are stored in the vector TEMP. Now whenever you can call TEMP, so the temperature vector, all the observations are displayed. Now let us create these two vectors, then you can plot these two later. First open our software. Now let us create the two vectors. Here I have stored the comments already. So you also first copy the comments beginning of the demonstration. So now I'm storing here water with 27 days. Yeah, the 27 days data. Then next vector, temperature. So that can be stored in the vector TEMP. Then you can call TEMP. So the two vectors are created here. 27 days water demand and the 27 days temperature on the same water demand, which are the days considered. So now we'll use the plot command to define the plot for these two vectors. So plot of simply x comma y, data vector. X is water here, then y is temperature. Now you can see. So by default, this is the scatter plot which shows dots, the circles. Here you can see x-axis, it contains water, y-axis it contains temperature. The water ranges, values are displayed, then the temperature ranges, values are displayed. Whenever you can interchange the two data vectors, automatically x and y axis values also interchange. If we can take temperature, then water. Now you can see x axis, now it contains temperature, y axis contains water. So as for our convenient, whichever the form we want to display, so you can put the vectors in that order. So this is default scatter plot. So without using type and without using the headings, etc. Now we will see one by one. Then come back to our lecture. Yeah. So here we used plot of water comma temperature. Yeah, this is the output we demonstrated there. Then after interchanging these also, we saw the output. Default the graph filled with circles by mapping water temperature combinations. Then we'll see one by one with the type. So plot of water comma temp comma the type you can mention within double quotes. You no need to mention type equal to. Simply the third argument default is type. So you can mention within double quotes the type label. So for lines we used L. Now you can see this is the graph. The graph with the line contains lines. Then if you can use the type as O, that is over plotted. Now you can see over plotted. This is the shape of over plotted. Here we are using water temperature, two data vectors for every type. For the same values, the graph is changed, depends on the type. Then coming to P for points. So the default, without using P, by default also it shows points with circles. Then for label B, for both line and points, you can see line as well as points combinations are there. So that is use of the type B. Next, by using C for the lines part alone of B. So lines part alone of B. Here you can see some dashed, some smooth lines. So along with the combination of B, it shows. This is the type C. Then coming to H, which gives like histogram or high density vertical lines. See all vertical lines. This is histogram type. Whenever you can use the type as H. Then whenever you can use the type as S, staircase steps you can see. Stair steps shape. So the values are same, only the graph shape is changed according to the type you are giving. Now, these are all the respective commands: line, overhead, points, both, then C, then histogram type, then staircases. So now we will also demonstrate all this. Now we will observe the outputs. So now you can take default water comma temperature. Now first we are taking the type as L, means line. You can see. You can see the graph with lines are combined. Then so after lines, then you can use O, that is overhead points. So all are lowercase letters. See, overhead points. This is the graph of overhead points. Then after O, then you can see P. So means pairs, it shows the points default. Without using P also, you will get the same graph. You can see if you want, you can remove P and test it. It's the same. By default, takes P in the scatter plot points. Next one, after P, next you can see B for both. Now you can see. So line as well as points, both. Then next you can see C. The command, the type C. Here you can see combined along with B. This is the shape with type C. Then H. H means gives like histogram type. Simply use H. See, vertical lines with a histogram type, high density. Then finally S, that is stair steps. The graph with stair steps format. Here you can see. So these are all the various types of graphs can be drawn using the plot function with type value. So different types of scatter plots. Then coming to other features. So other than type, if you want to provide labels, so XLab, daily water consumption, YLab, day temperature, main, daily water consumption versus day temperature. These three headings, if you want to display in our graph, now you can see after executing this. So you can type this command with our own headings. Here you can see. Here you can observe the difference. What we used, XLab, that means x-axis is labeled with daily water consumption. Here you can say XLab. Here you can observe. So daily water consumption. X-axis is labeled. Next, YLab. Y-axis labeled with daily temperature. Here you can observe. Y-axis labeled with daily temperature. Then the graph main heading. Here you can see. What you mentioned, daily water consumption versus day temperature. Day temperature. Now here you can see. The graph you can observe here. So daily water consumption versus day temperature. This is the graph title heading. Then x-axis title, y-axis title. So like that, we can label with our own headings also. So using these functions. So this graph you can copy and save. Then you can take printout also. Okay. Next, coming to other parameters. Then come back to our lecture. Here you can see this is the output we demonstrated. Then coming to smooth scatter plot. So with the same data vectors, x and y, that is water and temperature, by using the command scatter.smooth. So use this one. Then see the graph, how it displays. The smoothness you can observe. Scatter dot smooth water comma temperature. Now you can see. Here you can observe the smoothness. This is the shape of scatter smooth graph. So one line is there. So the points will be placed above the line, below the line, then on the line. So this is scatter smooth plot by using scatter dot smooth with the same vectors, water and temperature. This is the output. Then some more parameters here, the same smooth scatter plot. If you want to provide color to the line, then if you want to provide the line width, then line type, if it is blank or solid or dashed or dotted or dot dash or long dash, two dashes, etc., or numbers 0 to, we will use the other parameters. Here you can see, observe this syntax, scatter dot smooth water comma temperature. So L parse is one of the list which consisting of various arguments to be passed to the lines. So that is line parameters equal to list of. First you can provide color to the line, color equal to, within double quote you can provide whatever the color. Then LWD, which is line width. So how many points width is required. So you can enter the value. So some 0 to, you can give the length width. Then line type. So here we have different types are there. But if, for example, let us 3. Here below observe line type denoted by LTY can be specified using either text, that is either within double quotes, blank, solid, dashed, dotted. So within double quote we can provide, or directly you can provide the codes by using numbers. So 0, 1, 2 and so on 6. Note that here solid is identical to, so that is the second one. What is the second code? 1. Blank, its code is 0. Then dashed, its code is 2. Then dotted, its code is 3. So here we use LTY equal to 3 means that is fourth one. So what is fourth one? Dotted line. These are all the various labels as well as their equivalent codes. You can use any one in place of LTY. If it is code, directly you can provide the value. If it is label within double quote, you can provide these labels. Now we will also demonstrate this one. First, let us copy that command. Yeah, this one. So a color is red. Line width is 3. Then line type we have taken it as 3. Now see the output. So how this will be. Here you can observe. So we used line color as red. So the color is changed to red. Then line width, the thickness. So with the 3 points, see more thickness is there. Then line type, what you used? Dashed. Code 3 means fourth position. It is dashed. Now you can change the values and observe. So whenever you can use 0, what it shows? Blank. Line is blank now. So no line means color also not applicable. Then you can use code as 1. You can see. Here you can see. What is 1 actually? There you can observe. Go back to the comments. So here 1 means solid line. Then 2 means you can use 2 dashed lines. Now you can use 2, which shows, here you can see dashed lines. Dash and dot both are different. This is dash line, you can see line, 1 dash hyphens. Whereas you can use 3, that is dotted line. Here you can see small lines, dotted lines. Then similarly, then code 4 is dot dash. So you can use 4, check the output. So dotted dash. Whenever you can use 4, you can see. So dot dash. See alternative dot, then dash. Combination is there. Then if you can use 5, what is 5? Long dash. Here you can see. You can use 5. See the long line, long dash. Then if you can use 6, last one, 2 dash. The combination you can observe. Here you can see. So like that, you can provide the type of line if you want by providing the line type, then the line width, then the line color. Whichever, if you want, you can use. So that is other parameters for a smooth scatter plot. This we demonstrated. There we demonstrated all categories. Then coming to matrix scatter plot. So the command pairs is used here to define the graph in the form of matrix scatter plot format. The command pairs allows the simple creation of a matrix of scatter plots. So here you can use pairs. Within pairs, the two vectors you can combine using cbind function. Cbind of water comma temp. Then you can see the output here. First you will run, then come back here. So first let us clear the screen. So using pairs, by combining both vectors cbind, so water comma temperature temp. See, this is the matrix scatter plot graph. Here you can see the graph is splitted into two parts. So one part is half of the portion, second part half of the portion, the two parameters water and temperature, which looks like a matrix form. So four rectangle shapes are created. So diagonal, it contains the graph with values by default points. Then other diagonal, it shows the labels water and temperature. So this is the output of matrix scatter plot graph. So using pairs command. Yeah, this is the output what we demonstrated. Then using some other functions. So if you want to provide labels like earlier, how we provided labels. So here pairs cbind of water comma temp comma labels equal to, you can use C of. Here within C of you can provide, we have two vectors, so two labels you can provide. C of daily water demand. So water is replaced by now daily water demand. Then day temperature, temp is replaced by day temperature. In place of water temp, now these labels are created. Now we can run this one. So like that, whatever the labels, if you want to, you can provide with your own. Now you can see, here you can observe. Now water is replaced by the label whatever we provided, daily water demand. Now temperature is replaced by day temperature. Here whatever the label we provided within labels. So like that we will change the names also, vectors of the names. So that is matrix scatter plot. Then coming to three-dimensional scatter plot. So for this, we'll use scatter plot 3D. This is the function name, which plots a three-dimensional point cloud, a 3D shape. For this, you need to install the package scatterplot 3D. Then you have to call the library of that scatterplot 3D. Then you can use this command scatterplot 3D of use the vectors. So first let us install the package. As usual, the command for installation, install.packages within parentheses, within double quotes, so you can provide the package name scatterplot 3D, same name is there. So then after executing this command, it asks to locate the cloud. So by default, select any one location. Then it successfully installation shows along with the path also. Then simply you can call library of scatterplot 3D. Then you can take your own data where the data is located. You can set the path. So here I stored on COVID data age group details 1.csv in the location week 8 under R software course in C drive. So that path I will set. After setting the path, you can move this data into data 3D, one vector name. Now this age group details are moved to data 3D. Now whenever you can call data 3D, now the data is displayed, COVID data. Now for this data, you can draw the scatter plot 3D. Here you can see scatter plot 3D. Data 3D is the name of the vector where the data is moved to this vector. Then how many dimensions you want. So here first default blank comma, the dimensions you can provide 1, 2, 3 means it takes 3 dimensions. Then you can take 1 to 4, 4 dimensions it takes. Then 2 to 4, then starting with the second attribute to second, third, fourth attribute like that. So like that you can provide whatever the attributes if you want. So first let us start with installing the packages. Then we'll set the path. So first install the package. You can see, use this command. Install that packages, scatterplot 3D. Now it asks the CRAN mirror location. By default, suppose let us take 0 cloud as usual. Then the installation process started. Once installation is over, it shows successfully installed. Yeah, now you can see the package scatterplot is successfully unpacked. The location also shown here. Now you can call the library with the same package name, scatter plot 3D. Now you can see. So the library is called now. Now we are using our own data to create a scatter plot 3D. So for that, you can set the path where the data is stored. So our working directory is C users admin documents, but my file is located in the path I am copying here. You can see. So this is the path where the file is located. Now you can see get WD. So your path is changed now. Now we are retrieving the data from the CSV file. So read.csv using age group details 1.csv. This is the file where stored in the above path. Now this data can be moved into the vector data 3D. Now it is moved. If you want, you can call the vector and check the data. Here you can see. See the COVID data, age group details. So data 3D. So now you can plot now. So using the syntax, here you can see scatter plot 3D is the command. So data 3D is our own data stored in the above vector. So comma, the index we are calling 1, 2, 3. So here serial number is 1, age group is 2, total case is 3, percentage is 4. Now we called 1, 2, 3 means serial number, age group, total cases. With these three combination, the scatter plot is created. You can see. See, the first one is serial number, second one is age group, third one is total cases. So 3 dimensions. This is the output. So now you can try with 1 to 4. Now this is 4D. Serial number, total cases, age group. Here one more is there. But here we are using 3D. Scatter plot 3D, which shows only 3 dimensions. Even you can provide other index also. Here it shows error also. Invalid color specification. So for that other functions available. Now you are using 3D means at any cost you can provide any 3 attributes range. Now 2 to 4. That means attribute 2, attribute 3, attribute 4 with 3 combination. Now you can see the graph. So second one is starting with second attribute, age group. Then third one, total cases. Then fourth one, percentages. So compulsory you have to provide 3 dimensions. Why? Because we are using scatter plot 3D. Compulsory takes 3D only. So this is the scatter plot 3D for our own data, COVID data, age group details, whatever we consider. Yeah, this is the setting of path. Yeah, this is the retrieving of CSV data into data 3D. Then 1, 2, 3 default serial number, age group, total cases. Then we have another option also using angle to rotate 120 degrees towards clock direction or 180. So this provision is also there in the scatter plot 3D. Direction of the figure can be changed. So we will try this one with the first one, default one you can take. So angle equal to 120. Now you can see the graph is rotated 120 degrees. Then you can use 180 degrees. See how the rotation. Here you can see this will be like this 180 degrees. So for our 3D shape view, better view, we can use 120 to view the shape of 3D. So angle equal to 120. So like that you can rotate the figure also. Then yeah, this also we demonstrated 2 to 4, second attribute to fourth attribute, age group, total cases and percentage. Then if you can use for this angle equal to 60, you can say this is the output. We'll also try for 2 to 4, 2 to 4, angle equal to 60. See, 60 degrees rotation. So like that you can rotate whichever you want. Okay, that's all about bivariate and 3-dimensional plots. Now coming to conclusion, we demonstrated for 2-dimensional plot by default and 3-dimensional plot. Now you take some data sets and you try to execute these commands yourself. It will be difficult to learn. The more you practice, more you will learn. So you try to take some data set and practice them. And we will see you in the next lecture where we are going to discuss that how to quantify the information on bivariate data using the concept of, say, covariance and correlation. So see you in the next lecture. Till then, goodbye. Happy learning.